Okay, so today is the 19th of March and I've just got off the call with David because we've been going through the amendments for episode 3. It's been a really manic week this week. I've been learning the lines for episode 2, editing episode 3 and writing the first draft for episode 4. So my mind is just mush at the minute. I'm just like struggling to keep up, but we're getting there. Episode 3 is a bit of a challenging one. It was the hardest one for David to write, that's what he said, and I could tell when I was editing it that it wasn't flowing as well as the other episodes were, and that's purely because the issues we're discussing don't naturally mesh together. So this, for episode 3, the themes are vaccines, which are obviously a massive topic of discussion at the moment, women's rights, and the idea of imprisonment and like detention centres and quarantining, and how our lack of freedom has been really emphasised during COVID. So it's been a tough one, but we're really happy with where it is now, and I've basically left some ideas with David that he's going to try and implement into the script. So especially the ending, I absolutely love it. It's going to be great and I can't wait to film that.
Morning guys, today is the 10th of April, it's just gone 12 o'clock and I'm setting off for Gym BS, episode 3. Luckily I'm only needed for one day this weekend, so I'm just here for 4 hours today and that's all my scenes done, which is good. I probably sound really croaky. I've had a bit of a chill this week. I've been working outside for some of my jobs and yeah, it's been very, very cold, so I'm going to do some vocal exercises and hope that my painkillers have kicked in by the time that I get there. It's a good script today though. I'm really looking forward to it because I'm getting to spend a bit more time with the character of Natalie, played by Bailey, who in the past I've not had as many interactions with because our scenes have been in different places. So I'm looking forward to it. Let's go! Hello, 1 PM and I have arrived. Everybody else is in the like little foyer area of the studio, but I've just popped in to get my tripod all set up. So this is what our space looks like, nice and empty to start off with. Let's do this.
We tend to start the day filming entrances and exits as they're nice and straightforward, so that's what Tim's doing here. And then afterwards we are now recording some voiceovers for the audio clips that Natalie and Adam listen to at the end. One of the characters is actually voiced by my sister, as she does an amazing Gemma Collins impression. After that, David and Annie set up for the cafe scenes, and it's a case of getting our lines right, our continuity matching up, and blocking it so the audience can see everything without it looking staged. As you can see, we tend to rehearse things 3 to 4 times before filming, so we hopefully only need to record 2 usable takes. We try to move characters around wherever possible to add interest to the otherwise quite static scenes. So, like when Natalie's character arrives, Adam moves around the room. It can be hard in a small space, especially with the tables and chairs in the way, and we don't want to cut anyone off as it'll look bad in the final edit. In this scene, Ian, Tim and I are reacting to a clip shown on the smart TV, which basically means listening to Annie and Bailey reading the lines out for that scene whilst we mime reactions in time, as we can't talk over the clip for editing purposes. We try to film these in one go as it's around 4 pages of listening and reacting, so it does become quite tedious and it's kind of hard to get wrong.
Getting that line, one that you two equal. So you just take that decision, we'll work out, because we'll run it. If you get back there, and then running from the line, yeah, okay, you've got in trouble again. I was sure you know what was coming.
You're saying now, I mean, you should be getting things up with the kids now.
What is the matter with you two? Now you're going to get up to your superiority pedestal. Women, ethnics, disabled, we're your equal.
Okay guys, so it's just after 3:30 and I've actually wrapped for the day. I was only needed for today for episode 3, so I've completely finished all my scenes. And I was meant to finish at 5, but luckily, by some miracle, we have finished early by quite a bit. I think it's just because we're getting more comfortable in the space and we're more used to our restrictions and limitations and what works and what's funny, and just as you click more as a cast as well, you kind of you become braver in your choices, I guess. So that's really good. I filmed some bits of their rehearsals just now, but there was no need for me to stay because I didn't want to cause any sound issues. So I'm actually going to go home and work on the synopsis for episode 5 because I don't have as long to write this as I did episode 4 because of the Easter break. And it makes sense for me to be working on something rather than just sitting around doing nothing. And I'm not going to lie, I feel like there's quite a lot to do for episode 5 and not very long to do it. So I'm quite glad that I finished early because I get to work on that. So close, we're nearly there. We've nearly got them all written, and once we've got them all written, I think me and David will definitely relax a lot more. So yes, all done, wrapped.